The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Have you seen this story that's blown up? It's been bubbling along for a while now. There was a Brazilian woman on a plane, and then there was another passenger with a toddler who was screaming and carrying on, having a full dummy spit.
Yeah, I saw the headline yesterday, but I don't know the details to it.
There's video of it, is that? I think
Not of the actual incident, but afterwards, because one of the passengers has filmed the said woman that they're all angry about. So basically, this woman's booked a window seat.
Was it in business class? I think.
I don't know.
I'm
Have
sure
a
I
look at
read
the
the first
photo.
paragraph and it said something about business class. I think.
But I think that I saw a picture and it didn't look like business class.
I'm trying to find the photo, and I can't see it.
Yeah, I only read the first paragraph. But
Mind you,
anyway.
I do think there was only one person next to her as well.
Okay.
So maybe
So
it was.
what was the situation?
So the situation was she's sitting in a window seat, just trying to enjoy.
Which she booked and paid
Which
for.
she booked
Yeah.
and paid for, and she had the blind down because she's obviously tired. That's what you do when you're tired. Anyway, this toddler I think it was in the middle row, is having a full dummy spit and wants to see out the window. So the mother has said, "Can we swap seats?" And the woman in the window seat has said, "No."
Yep.
And now a few passengers around her have turned on the woman in the window seat and gone, "How dare you?" and started filming her and shaming her.
But the only reason they want her to move is because they want the kid to be quiet.
They want the kid to shut up.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
So they're all jumping on this woman. But she has just said a very firm no, and they've turned on her. And one woman has, in fact, videoed her, shaming her, going, "You're disgusting. Do you have some sort of syndrome or something? That we'd understand. But how dare you? You have no empathy." And now it's come out that the woman who wouldn't give up her seat is suing the person who videoed her for, well, damages, defamation.
Hurtfilioma.
What?
Hurtfilioma.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, I got no dramas with her doing that.
No.
With what?
So
I wouldn't move in that
No,
position.
she doesn't have to move, does she? And then that kid needs to learn it.
needs to learn a lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a moment on a flight late last year where I'd sort of, how do I put this? I'd sort of organised, I kind of half knew someone and had organised some spare seats next to me on a long haul flight.
Oh, I can see where this is going already.
And then that got taken. I saw this bloke not put his head around with wife and child. And they came and sat next to me with the kid next to me.
And what did you do? Did you do nothing?
Before takeoff or during?
No, it must have been just after takeoff. And it was at 4 seats in the middle, the 3-4-3 formation. And all of a sudden, what was bliss for me, me lying down.
And you paid for these seats.
I hadn't paid for the seats, but someone had shut them off.
But he kind of secured the 4 seats.
It had been shut off, so I had that.
And old mate saw an opportunity to run away from his family and grab. Oh no! Did he bring the kids down?
No, he brought the kids down. Oh, it was a 4-seat, shit show essentially, like noise. It turned into one of the worst flights of my life. I think I went and asked someone. I said, "Look, people are just moving around here. This isn't really on, is it?"
And what do they do?
Oh, they kind of. I think
They went, "Shut up, Lutzi, we're sick of you."
Without them, who are we? Sweet talked the chick at the desk.
Which I had. I'd done. I'd work. I'd forget exactly the circumstances.
Yeah,
but
I didn't
somehow,
take you to the Luke Combs
I
concert for nothing.
100%.
I don't even like country
It was
music.
something like that,
And I'm sitting next to this dude and his kid.
100%.
This is outrageous.
100%. It was something like that.
Yeah,
And all of a
right.
sudden,
Did this bloke take her to the Luke Combs concert?
Yeah.
Is it Coombs or Combs?
We don't go.
Oh, see, that's how much he doesn't like country music. We don't know.
But yeah, it happened, and I wasn't happy, and I think I complained. I don't think I got anywhere. I can't remember the outcome of it, whether they shifted me or that it was too packed.
Yeah, right.
But I wasn't happy. I got zero tolerance for that. It's too bad.
I do have a question for you.
If she had wanted that, book the window seat.
You know what?
Yeah.
There's nothing
Seriously.
worse. And I've been that. I think, have you been too much? But I've been that parent on a flight before with one of my kids Well, Jodie's been that parent.
You had nothing to do with it.
No, where they're crying though, and you feel terrible. But
Yeah.
we never had, to be fair, we never had anyone give us the can't shut that kid up, because you literally can't. But the mother is making that lady on the window seat like a
making
part
her
of her
problem.
problem.
Yeah, no, you brought it into the world. You have to deal with it. I did that with my son when he was 2. I had the worst hell flight on the planet. It started with him trying to climb over the seat, so I took him to the back, and then he was yelling and carrying on. So that nice steward gave him a roll-up, which he chewed, spat out, and stuck to his shirt. Then I had to go to the bathroom. I took him into the cubicle with me, and then he just starts banging his head against the door, which they think is me trying to get out. And they open the door, and I'm sitting there pants down as my kid rolls out into the aisle, and everyone
With a
looks
roll-up.
in. I'm
Everyone sees
mid-deuce.
him.
And this is what everyone's looking at.
Everyone gets a little glimpse of Nicky.
Everyone got a big glimpse of Nicky Nucky Noodle
Nicky
that
Nucky
day.
Noodle.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm having a Reaper, the brain drink now, a Reaper, on top of my Neuro gummies. I could split an atom by then. Fair dinkum. I'm the smartest man in the world.
You're fine.
A Reaper.
You can put some ice on that, Lutzy. You know we've got the ice machine out there.
That's a good idea.
I came in this morning. I was sitting out on the balcony this morning, and I see Alicia walk past the door to the balcony, and she gets a big stool.
And says, don't do it.
No, she
continue.
hops up on top of the stool.
What do you mean?
And she's stuffing around somewhere on the ceiling. And I went, what are you doing, Alicia? She goes, I'm plugging the ice machine in. You know that ice machine we've got over there?
It's only very small.
It is. It's small. I don't know why it needs to be plugged in close to and why it requires Alicia to hop up on a chair to
It's like 4 cubes an hour.
plug it in.
It's ridiculous.
And isn't it like just fridge sweat? This is what I was hearing.
Oh, okay. Well, were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
What do you
I'm like,
mean?
what?
Perfect, because that's exactly what I
Free
said.
sweat.
Fridge sweat.
What are you talking about?
We were in the kitchen the other day. Yeah, it was you. It was you, me,
Yep.
and Brendan.
Yeah, Dory.
Yeah,
Five Arms.
Yeah, Five Arms, our big boss from Sydney. He came up, and for some reason Brendan goes, "Oh, you got an ice machine over there?" Because you know how it makes noise and it clicked over. You could feel some
Kind of
ice
goes,
that
"Dong,
has
dong,
been
dong,
made.
dong." That sound,
It clicked
yeah.
over. He goes, "Oh, you got an ice machine there," and it was Lockie.
Yes.
Lockie was in there as well, and Lockie goes, "Well, you say, what did he say about the ice machine?"
Because, yeah, he said, is that plumbed? And he's like, no, it's just like the evaporation is like frozen.
What? Is it plumbed?
Yeah,
it's
like, is the
plumb to
fridge
get
plumbed
to,
in?
to get the
get the
water
water.
in there to make the ice.
Or he said, do you pour water into it? And he said, no, it just creates its own
Just does it.
liquid. And I'm like, what? Like fridge sweat?
Yeah.
Well, what is it? That's a very good point. What is
It's
it?
like condensation, he was saying. It causes its own condensation somehow or other, and it turns that into ice cubes.
And then he put it in his mouth
kind of-
and he's like, yeah, it does taste a bit rank.
Yeah, we all went, oh. So I said to Alicia this morning when she was up plugging in, I said, and that thing makes its own ice, hey? Like you don't even have to put water in
It's
it.
a very good point.
And Alicia goes, no, Jessie puts water in it at the end of every day. Like, Jessie fills it up every
Oh, really?
Lockie,
So there is water.
I'm looking at Lockie right now.
But he's laughing like he's tricked us. Like,
No, I had no idea.
No.
And he's procreating too. He's going to have a baby soon. Imagine the wisdom he's going to be imparting down to his child.
Why did you make it up, mate?
No, I honestly didn't. I thought it kind of just got the condensation out of the air and then rapidly cooled, the metal little spikes in there. I didn't know how it worked.
He's like that guy in that thing, that he's with his wife, and his wife says, I'll wash the dishes, and he goes, no, you just leave it there.
Yeah, the magic
and
washing
go
basket.
to bed, and when you wake up in the morning,
It's all done.
it'll be done. It'll be put
it's
away
just
and
gone.
everything.
That's quite.
And he was telling our big boss from
who believed it.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.